Hi, this is Alex Paul with Open Systems Media and Embedded Computing Design, and I'm here at the Things Conference with Reiner Schmohl of Bosch. I'm really glad to see you here, Reiner. Thanks for being here.
Hello.
Well, I'm a car guy. A lot of people know Bosch. Really good electronics in the automobile space. What are you doing at a LoRa conference?
Well, it's easy. We are the Bosch Connected Devices and Solutions. That means we do IoT. So we are the big T, so we do things. All others do something in the back end, let's say it that way, but we do things. And that is one of the things.
So you're at the pointy end of the spear, as it were.
Sorry?
You're at the front of the spear, the tip of the
yes,
knife.
Yes, of course.
To use a military metaphor.
All the other guys need us, because otherwise it's PowerPoint, I say always.
So you have this thing in your hand here. It looks very sophisticated. It looks almost like a complete, a lot of stuff still has a little bit of a kludge look in this space because a lot of stuff has been put together, but that looks like a very integrated, organized product. What exactly does it do?
We say it's the Swiss Army knife of IoT sensoric because everything is in. What is everything? We have 8 sensors in. So there is in a gyroscope, a accelerometer, there is a light sensor in, 3-axis magnetometer, a microphone, there is temperature, humidity, and a microphone.
Hey, there you go, you got it.
Okay.
But that's actually a very interesting sensor suite because that's pretty much, unless you're developing a self-driving car or an autonomous robot, that's pretty much all the sensors you need for basic functionality.
The story is, everybody wants to go into a dedicated sensor development, but 95% of all use cases are below 5,000 pieces. We say at around about 5,000 pieces, you're able to calculate whether a dedicated sensor development is possible or not. But if you are below, and that is 95% of all projects, you need something which is like a PLC in industrial automation. You need a hardware, which is always the same, and an open programming layer to bring your application firmware to the sensor.
And you do both?
Yes, we do both. We have a workbench to bring these firmware information on the sensor. So you just hook it on with an USB cable, and then you flash your firmware to that guy. And that brings it to your needs.
So now, where does LoRa tie into all of this?
Yes. At the moment, or in this box, is Bluetooth Low Energy and Wi-Fi. And if you look at our Wall of Fame, there we have a LoRa extension for that. And that is not the only product we have here. There are also 2 other products. One is a parking lot sensor, and the other one is Tracy, which is a sensor for heavy-duty building site machinery. So we want to track and trace these heavy and most expensive things to see where it is gone to see whether it's working or not. So you have a working counter book in the back end, or you can do geofencing. So we have an algorithm, and we detect whether it's on a forklift or on a crane. And then I think it makes sense to invest some battery power into the GPS receiver and to transmit these data via LoRa to the back end to see where the stuff is gone to, whether this is planned or whether this is stolen. That's what we do.
So, but that means you could actually use it for any fleet management. You don't have to just track expensive things. You could track cheap things as well if you have a fleet of products, because if it's your product, it doesn't matter what it costs, right?
Yes, but it's IP69K, so it is not that cheap like a pet tracker, let's say it that way.
Got it. Okay then. So beyond that, what are some of the other application spaces you're seeing that you're empowering?
There is one for the connected mobility. The story is we have now a connected thing, which is a car, and we should connect the infrastructure with the car to find a free parking spot, to know whether on the e-charging vehicle station they are charging or whether they are parking. That's very interesting information because you want to have it for charging and for parking.
Exactly. Excellent. So now, where do you see it all going? Are you expanding the application spaces you're dealing with? Are you staying within that aspect of the automotive space? Where is Bosch going with this whole thing?
I mean, at the moment, Bosch stands for, I think, 60% still of the turnover comes from the mobility section. And I think we want to go to sensors, software, services, and IoT is a big thing in that. And that's why you also have to have things. I mean, we produce a lot of these MEM sensors in Germany, in Reutlingen, and we do the devices with these sensors. That's what we do as the Bosch Connected Devices and Solutions. That's what we stand for.
Very nice. Now, so how do people find you? I mean, obviously Bosch has got a major website, but where's your dial-in? What's your landing page URL for the Connected Devices group?
For this guy, it's very easy. It's xdk.io, and there you will find all the information, the distributor links. I mean, we are certified in most countries of the world. We have a distributor network all over, and we're at the moment also to set up an integrator network to integrate these sensors in the IT landscape of the customer, which is very important. Nobody can do IoT alone, and that's why we are here to network with all the other guys. There must be a backend, of course. The thing is not enough, it's just a connected thing, but we want to do IoT. So we need the internet for that, we need the backend, we need the right communication protocol. Now here we are here for LoRa communication, but there are others as well, what we use.
Very nice. So, Reiner, do you have any last words for us, any tips for the audience before we let you go?
Well, that's easy. I mean, we stand for Sense, Think, Connect, Act, and that is exactly what LoRa stands for as well. And you're a different guy than me, so you think different than me, and that's why this guy is open, so you can bring in your generation of your events before you act or connect via LoRa. That's what we are doing with XDK.
Very cool. Thanks so much, Reiner. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you. You're welcome.